So I'm going to put a Vevor floor into my shop. What is Vevor? Vevor garage tiles are a polypropylene plastic tile. It's about a 1/2 inch thick, and they have 6 connecting loops on the side and are supposed to be really easy to install, and I'm going to be putting them down on this old concrete floor and making it much more usable. Let's get started. So in order for me to do this project, I had to order enough tiles to cover this floor, and I bought 4 boxes of 50 tiles and 1 box of 25 tiles. So I'm going to go ahead and open all of these boxes.
Now this is a result of a previous video where I asked you viewers to help me choose the best option, and this was a tie between the tiles and resurfacing the floor.
I'm going to start out doing from the door working back, and one main reason is I want to start with the flat side, not the hooks, but the flat side out. And this should make it easier for me to lay the tiles down. I'm really excited to get started on this. Maybe with the smooth edge going to this wall and this wall for starters. So if I start that roughly about there, and then like I say, I'm going to mix up the materials, the stacks. This one.
And the purpose of mixing those is because each batch can sometimes have just a little bit different tint to it.
Yeah, you can actually just push these down with your hands.
I was pretty amazed at how easy these snap together, but boy, they lock in tight. Getting them back apart is not that easy. You can do it, but it's not that easy.
Okay, this is going really well. I can't believe how easy these are to put in, and they feel really, really good under my feet. If you'll notice, some of these tiles have a little bit of a different tint to it. So what I've done is tried to scatter all 5 boxes in to where there's no pattern or anything going, because what I don't want is to have them all one color, then suddenly one big section isn't off color. But if they're kind of spotted in, it's kind of like lumber, you know, kind of like the walls of the shop itself, or it's kind of multi-tones. So I'm good with this because I'm approaching it that way. I've got about half of this floor done or popped into place, and now I'm going to start on the other half. But in order for me to have done this half, I had to move all that stuff somewhere. And what I did, well, I just moved it to the other side of the shop. So this is a part of the video where I make a shameless plug for merchandise. But hey, honestly, t-shirts, coffee cups, things like that, check out my merch store. Anything you pick up helps to support the channel, and I definitely appreciate that.
I moved out what I could, but on that large table and counter, I was able to actually just move the cabinets underneath out of the way as I put the floor down and then scoot them back. The material also cuts real easily with a circular saw, and so that starts making it easier for me to start placing into some of the trim around spots, getting up underneath the workbench that will not be removed either. You want to leave yourself about a 1/2 inch clearance around things so that they have the ability to expand and contract.
I'm leaving about a 1/2 inch here. all that, and I did it wrong. I did one right and the rest of them wrong. Oh, that's terrible.
Luckily, all I had to really do, so I started from the opposite side and came back at it, and that worked out okay.
And then this one, I need to cut this off. Okay. Then I went and just cut the nubs off that, so this is not going to be locking in. Hello, Harpy. How you doing, baby? How you doing? How you doing, little girl? Yeah, you're a good girl. Yeah, look at you. Oh, you can help me? You can sit right in the middle of it? This is Harper. She is our little border collie. She's a year old, and she is a sweet little girl. Yeah, shut down, huh? You can be big helper. Yes, you are.
Wrapping the project up is really easy, and it was great because I was able to get everything very close to the sizing and just popping some of those up underneath the bench.
So the table here, I had mentioned earlier how the casters had completely come apart rolling around on that hard cement floor. So I went ahead and ordered some new casters to put on it. So I'm gonna unload this entire cabinet, and including all the drawers, set those aside, flip it up on its side, and switch out those casters so they've got a good start on this good finish.
The biggest reason for doing this is the old cement floor had really tore up the casters that were underneath this, and I want the new flooring to have a good smooth caster on these. So these are a neoprene style caster.
Okay, so this made a huge difference, and I mean, look at this. That was pretty bad. And plus it was great to flip it over and get all those cobwebs and spider webs out from under it. And this is going to make a huge difference. I can already tell, you can just already see that you can roll this around, and this has a lot of weight on it. But it can handle it on this, so that's good. I'm excited about that. I gotta say, I'm really happy with it. Now, walking on it, I can hear a little bit of a hollow sound. I'm totally cool with that. I actually like it, and I think it does give a little cushion to your feet versus standing on concrete all the time. I'm gonna be really, really curious to see how well this does 6 months or a year from now, and I'll be doing a follow-up video on how well this does. I like the fact that it's easy to clean. A couple things to keep in mind. Batches may be a tad different shape. You can see it in this, and I intentionally just scattered them with this because for me, well, this is still a workshop. This is the floor. I don't mind if it's a little bit. I would rather have it scattered than suddenly one big corner or a big row is one different shape. This way it just kind of ties in, and I'm fine with that. It even ties in with kind of the old walls that kind of tie into everything. And I want want to thank Lowe's for furnishing these tiles. I'll put links to all the products in the description down below. Thoughts on this? Tell me what you think. Put it in the comment section down below. And in the meantime, well, I'll see you soon.